Oh! Step on the crack or you'll break Daddy's back!
We're cold and nasty! What is up, kind ones? It's Horse, the king of the nutshot, and I am officially not dead. And I'm doing this video today, really because I haven't made a video in over a year and a half, and I feel like I kind of just left everybody hanging. If you didn't know, prior to me leaving YouTube for a little while, I was really sick. I had a CSF leak. I was leaking out my spine. It's kind of a long story. It's been like a long journey, but the last videos that I made on YouTube was me documenting my recovery and trying to get better and going through the process of trying to heal this leak that I had in my spine. And it really got to the point where it was overwhelming emotionally, physically, mentally, to even make videos of me just talking about the process. And I kind of hit a point where I was having these kind of mini operations done called blood patches to help heal and seal my leak, and I realized the one that I had that I thought was going to be the cure wasn't working, and it kind of made me not give up, because that's not the right words or the right mental state that I was in. I felt like it was time to focus 100% of my energy to healing. So I had to step away from putting myself out there and telling my journey and focusing strictly on healing myself for my family, my kids, my wife, my job, you know, all that stuff. I had to get better first, and then I could put myself out there. And to be honest, there's been so many times I've wanted to do update videos because I've had surgery, major things happening kind of in my life, and it just, after taking so much time off, it was overwhelming to try to go, oh man, how do I explain this all? So today I am taking my daughter and we're going out of state to a ninja competition, and I figured what better day than ever to just start vlogging. And I'm not going to be able to do it all in one video. It's probably going to take several videos to kind of update what I've been through and where I'm at now and what my plans are for the future. But I just want you to know I'm doing well, and as I go through the day here, I'm going to try to explain where the hell I've been. So I appreciate you tuning in, and yeah, on with the journey. Alright, let's go over some of the basics. CSF leak, cerebral spinal fluid leak. So there's a fluid that holds your brain in place in your skull. And that fluid travels from your skull through the dura down your spinal cord and back up and kind of circulates around. What happens is there can be leaks from tears or holes, and you lose spinal fluid, and in my case particularly, the brain actually starts sagging down because the fluid that's supposed to be holding it up in place in your head is lower than usual. Symptoms: pressure headaches. I mean, that's the big one. It's the best way to explain it is it's usually a positional pressure headache. So if you're standing up, sitting up, moving around, you're upright, you start over the course of the day getting really bad headaches, probably comparable to migraines, where it just feels like your skull, or maybe even the back of your skull, your neck, gets tense and tight, and it just hurts. usually when something like that happened, it would make my overall feeling worse. So I would be extremely tired and just worn out and feel like I had no energy, or my headaches would get worse on little things. Coughing, sneezing, extremely painful, to the point where there was days all I could do was lay down. I would literally lay down all day to get up to do something for a half hour or for an hour. The only thing that really helped besides laying down was caffeine. Took caffeine, I don't know, it increases the amount of spinal fluid that your body's making, from what I understand, and that would help temporarily. The problem is I would get addicted to the caffeine. I would drink so much caffeine that then I would start getting caffeine headaches, and then I'm dealing with pressure headaches and caffeine headaches, and it was just a cycle of just always not feeling good. Alright, I'm going to jump way forward. I don't want this whole video to just be my mouth words. I want some action. And like I said, me and my daughter are going to Maryland to a ninja gym. We're going to do an open gym and try out all the ninja stuff, and then she's going to compete in a youth National Ninja League competition. It might seem crazy that I'm doing all this stuff, so I want to explain. About a year ago, like a year and a week ago, I had surgery to repair my CSF leak. So it was down at Duke University. Dr. Dr. Kari, can't say it. Dr. Kari, he went in and he went into my back and he shaved away some of my spine so he could access my dura and my spinal cord. And if you can imagine, I don't know if they're like veins or there's basically things that are moving away from your spine that have spinal fluid and blood and all that stuff in it. And what? Nerves? What nerve do you have to interrupt me? Something like nerves or veins or whatever you want to call it. And my leak was at one that was extending out. So instead of kind of repairing where my tear was, they went closer to the spine and snipped the whole vein, nerve type thing off, and then cauterized it, and then sewed me back up. So you can imagine that's pretty intense, having basically open spine surgery. I was terrified. But since then, I took my recovery extremely serious, and compared to most people that have this type of surgery and have this type of problem, I had a very fast recovery. But with me, who likes to jump off houses onto my private parts and smash my body, I had as much possible self-control as I could, and very slowly and carefully crafted a plan and had dates in mind when I could start doing exercises and walking at first, and then weights, and then body weight exercises, going through the process and slowly gaining my strength back into the point where I was able to finally get on the trampoline again. I ran in Spartan races. I ran in a park Spartan race and then a outdoor Spartan race 2 weeks ago. Did my first flip back on the floor, and I've been really trying to take care of my body. It's not been a perfect journey. There's been times where I've felt 115% of 100%, and there's been times where I've felt 90% of 105% and 67% of 80%. And there's been some times I felt like 35%. You know what I mean? Do you understand? And it's been up and down. So I a couple months ago started feeling bad again, and I thought, man, am I leaking again? And it's just been a crazy journey. What I know is that I was basically leaking for about 6 years. The pressure in my head was all over the place. I don't think I did long-term damage, but from what I understand, it's going to take a couple of years for my head to resync and rebalance back to where it needs to be. I'm just very carefully calculating my future so I can do this for a long time and not just have to end and be done. So we're going to head to this ninja gym and I'm going to get a workout in. It's going to be extremely nasty. Tune in. Stay tuned. Words. Listen to words and then watch my face and then watch my body do things that you might like, and if you don't like, then that's not very nice. What's up next? Hey girl, up. Great success. The slowest descent. We finished up the ninja competition. It was amazing. Raiden did awesome. And we headed to dinner. We went to Mexican. And when I paid and I had to go to the bathroom, so I walked towards the bathroom, and I think it was one of the employees was standing in the bathroom door, and he looks at me and goes, "You'll go pee?" And I said, "Yeah." And he looked into my soul and he said, "It's okay, come on, we can go." And then we walked into the bathroom together and stood beside each other at the urinals and we peed, and it was just a really magical way to end the evening. I felt like a proper way to send off the evening. So we're in the car right now and we got about a 2-hour drive back home. I want to thank you for watching this video. I am going to dive deeper into my process and my journey of what I've been through the last 1.5 years and kind of get everything catched up. my goal for the next video is to do a stunt, because I have not done a nut shot, or really any stunt rather, in what, 2 years probably. So way past due, and I've been honestly extremely excited to do something. I have to do something. I messaged the Amazing Hob, and I told him I had an idea that I thought was fairly safe, gnarly, painful stunt that was low risk, high reward. And he responded because he just had a horrible injury not too long ago. There are no low risk stunts, and that's kind of true. But I honestly, that's what I love doing. It's one of my loves in my life, and so it just must be done. I am the king of nut shots. So I will, in the next video, do a stunt, dive more into in between how I got my CSF leak and the process in between of getting better and what I had to do leading up to surgery, and then we'll just go from there. So the journey continues. I appreciate you guys so much. They call me nasty. Peace.
The horse!